You have the era of the oil palm trade, which was known as the oil or red gold. During this period, the slave trade became quite archaic, and then the Europeans now started thinking of bringing in missionaries to build churches in Africa. So they discouraged the slave trade and brought about a new type of trade, which was known as the red oil trade or red gold. This brought the era of the palm oil trade to Africa. Then over here we have boats, hulks that could be brought to the coast of Africa, and on these hulks the Europeans would sometimes live in them for months while waiting to trade with Africans on the coast. These are some of the ships known as hulks back then that were used to trade. Most of them came to Calabar, and eventually over time Calabar became very important because Calabar was like a seaport, river port, inland port that you could actually get off from the ocean and then bring people here. Calabar was receiving about 8 ocean liners every month, 4 of them from Germany, 4 of them from the UK. Now, over time, warehouses were built on the old seafront there. If you go to Old Calabar, you see some of these buildings that are still there, where you have, the seafront, and then you have old buildings that still remind us of the colonial era. We have the International Bank for West Africa, which is the forerunner of the First Bank. That building is still there on this side. We have John Holt, we have a UAC. All these companies are still in existence. Their buildings are still down there at Bayside, which reminds us of the importance of this place as a settlement for business for the Europeans. Now, we also have, items here that were very valuable that we used in trading, like manillas, like bottles of whiskey. We have coiled manila, which was also very valuable, used as a trading item with the Europeans.
The coiled manila is actually what?
Made of copper, and it's an alloy of copper and one gram metal.
Okay.
That copper and tin, something like that.
Used for trading.
Yes, used for trading.
Wow.
Very valuable.
Wow.
Now here.